it's Kenzy Knoxx and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we will be painting or following along how to paint Lady in the Water step-by-step painting tutorial acrylic by Joni Young Art, and she's a fantastic YouTube tutorialist. And essentially we'll be painting this woman who is walking into the water. She'll be the center of our canvas, and this is an 11 by 9 size canvas, and it's mixed media paper. And I've primed it with white paint twice just so that my paint would flow just a little bit better and not bend my paper up so much. But essentially there'll be ripples behind her, and she'll be in a dress, and her hair will be long, and it's just going to be a nice, lovely painting. And I'm hoping to make this painting tutorial a little simpler for everyone to follow along. So we're going to start out with putting on our canvas some white and some black. So go ahead and grab your white, and we're going to add this to our palette and add lots of white. So add at least double the amount of white as you would your other colors, such as black, which we're also going to add to our palette. And then at the end, we'll probably be adding some sort of green glaze to it. I like to call this color toning because it's like toning your hair, but not. Okay, but let's just get started. So she's starting out with some white and some gray. So take a large, she's working with a filbert brush, sorry. So grab your large filbert brush. The largest one you have, any size will do, as long as it's not too small. You can grab a flat brush, if that would help, if you have a large flat brush. But essentially you're going to take some white and pull out your black into it, and then make a pile. And we're going to start with some gray. So let's see. So a medium color gray. So I have this color gray. And we're just going to start along the top. And I'm going to get some water on my brush, loosen up that paint a little bit. And I can tell she's already starting this like arch sort of shape. Grab water if your paint won't seem to flow. I would just keep adding water because my paint's not flowing that great. So if yours is not flowing, just add water. Watch out for those drips. And it keeps getting lighter, so don't add, you can add more white, but don't add more gray or the black, just add white. Oh, and now we're making like a circle. Okay, so darker to lighter, and you can just grab white, just grab a white dollop and do the center in white. Okay, and it almost looks like this whirl, like a whirlpool, almost this way. And then you can tap more white into it so it's more oval. I'm going to grab some more of that gray. Kind of. Almost looks like a tornado with the cone going down, to be honest. I want this to be. And then we're going to make it darker gray down here. And so she's adding a slight amount of black down here. And she's already starting in with ripples, so you can just tap some black. And she's almost making like lines of ripples. But they should be more round, sorry. Into the whirlwind. She's scumbling, and that's easy if you have a dry canvas. If your paint's wet, you won't be able to scumble, really. So I'm just adding some white down with the ripples in between them. Just wavy lines. And then you can wash out your brush. And now we're going to work the paint into the canvas. So now you're just going to scramble that paint and spread it out. And wash out your brush. And dry it off. I'm going to add a little bit darker color up at the top. So add some black. Grab some black into your gray. Just so we get a dark, nice dark color. So we want this to be really dark up over here. Painted on media paper, you'll understand why I'm doing this right now. It stretches out a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to create a gradient. So then I'm going to add white to it, that color gray. Blend it, sort of. Wash out your brush. Add some more white to that gray. You really bring it in. Okay, wash out your brush and go ahead and grab some white on your brush. And we're going to create some more ripples. Some more ripples over here. Okay. Okay, wash off your brush. Okay, so now she's taking a rake brush. I don't have a rake brush, technically. You can use so if you have a brush that's like stiff bristled, you can use that and basically get it wet. And she's pulling up to get to the white. She's scumbling up. So rinse off your brush, tap off the water, and scumble up to get through to the white, to get some lines in there. You're picking up paint, so you're always constantly hers looks to have like more blackish streaks. She's adding ziggy white lines with a rake brush, but since I don't have a rake brush, I can't do that. So I'm just going to take white and smush it in. Like I like to say, smush it and wiggle. Smush and wiggle. Smush and wiggle. And it also looks like she's got more defined lines of black and white. So we're going to do, let's make this darker down here. We already know that that's supposed to be dark. And I'm going off the final painting. So then there is one main stripe here that goes across like this. And that is a dark one. And then you'll have some more circular things over here. And then you're going to have one here. This one. And then maybe one. And then one that comes almost around this way. And then you're going to have one that comes around this way. Okay, so then Add a little black zigzags. And this is just a different way. She's doing hers a little differently. I'm going to grab a little black. She's creating these like zigzagly waves. You can add white. And then black. And then black. And then grab your white. It's kind of harder to do with the other hand. Wash out your brush if you can't get some white. Make sure it's clean white. And we're going to do some zigzags here. With just white. And I'm just painting it white. So I know it's not showing up, so you can wash off your brush a little. I need, actually, you know what? I need titanium white, so I'm going to use, it needs to show more thick body paint, titanium white. Hopefully this will show a little bit better. Oh yeah, a lot better. Oh, for a second. And then we're continuing the zigzags. So the zigzags look like from here down. Grabbing more white, any more zigzags. Watch out for your brush when you think it's just a little too dark. Oh, and she's also adding little black lines, so the black goes like this. And she actually draws them upwards, so I'm just going to do zigzags. Then we'll fill them in with white. And over here, same thing. Grab some, clean off your brush. Right here is going to be all black, so don't worry about that. Just at this ring mark, it's going to be black. And then there'll be white above it, so grab some white, and there'll be a white line above it. And then below it, you're going to do white zigzags. Clean off your brush. I'm going to grab some more white, just white. I'm going to zigzag it. Kind of pushing that black and gray out of the way. And then some more white. Then we're just going to zigzag it. Okay, so now we're going to grab some black. We're just going to add some black right here. So at an angle like this. And then you're coming down like this to this white line. That white line is right here. So just if it's a little gray, go back in there with some more white. And so her body is going to be from about here, a little above the corner mark, to a little below the halfway mark. So here's my halfway mark, so her body will start here. So we really want around her to kind of be white. So grab white. Kind of want this to be white and this to be white. This to be white with some rings. And then around her too, down here we have some white. And then we want to add some more around the outside over here too. And over here. A little over here. And then she drew in, I need more titanium white already. Then she created the little vortex, if you want to call it. That's what I'm looking for, vortex. So she did that by taking the white, clean off your brush, grab some white, and she kind of created, like, let's see if I can do this here. A zigzag down into the white. She'll be there, so you won't really see that. And then we want the zigzags to continue down almost like this way. And then there can be a big ring. I'm just going to continue with a zigzag. I might make it look a little better. Gonna add some of that middle gray color. Oh, and a little bit darker gray. That medium gray color to kind of create the vortex loops. Even if she doesn't have them, I'm just going to add them because I think it'll look better. It might not. I could be wrong. I could be very, very wrong. Okay, and then we're going to add some more white. Grab your white. We're going to do the zigzag going into there, then going down. There, I think we created a nice little vortex. Maybe a little bit more white to mix it to the gray over here. Over here. Okay, and then she takes some black and she's creating these lines up. I know what she wants. She wants like black on the outside. So let your brush dry it off thoroughly. Grab some white. And then she wants to do that again, so we're going to have more black. Let's see. Maybe going down here, she wants a little bit black. Over here. Okay, and then let's continue. We'll add the white in afterwards. And this is just because I don't have a rake brush, so I have to create these wiggly spots manually. So I'm trying to think of an alternate method that people could follow in order to do this. Okay, and then she adds little flecks of white. Okay, so some flecks of whites over here. More specks of white. Zigzags. And you won't really be able to get that clean white until the palette or the canvas is dry. So don't really worry about that. I'm going to add some more mixed gray right here. This side doesn't have as many. That's not true. She adds them after, I think. It's a little bit difficult because she keeps zooming in and out. So bear with me while I try to recreate this. So with our dress, you're going to take some black and white and make a gray. That medium gray. And her dress will be starting. Remember how I was saying her head would be up here? So I'm going to start from her. Let's see. Her dress, she swoops up this way first. And then her hip will be like in the center. And this will go up to her other hip. And it kind of goes up. This one goes up into her hair. So her hair comes down to here. Taking more gray. Going up. I'm outlining this so that I don't if I mess up, it's okay, I can redo it. So I'm grabbing more gray. And her head is going to go all the way up until right about here. I'm going to get some water on my brush, just a little tap it in some water. Pick up some more paint. So her head's going to be over here. And then her shoulders are going to be right around here. Then your arm will come down, down, and then out. Little elbow will be right there. Okay, and her hair, we could do the black. Go ahead and wet your bristles a little bit. So you pick up that black and transfer it. We'll fix this afterwards too. Oops. Very easy to fix. If you notice, I just scumbled off some black that was on there. So I'm going to grab that gray again. Grab her other shoulder. It's going to be coming down. And then comes out this way, down at the same angle, Okay, and I'm just going to make it a little bit darker with the black over her arms. And this arm too. I'm going to grab more black for her hair. I'm going to rinse out my brush real quick. Grab that gray that we were working with. And her dress comes up around here. Okay. And this is going to come out. Okay, and then wash off your brush. I'm going to grab a little liner brush for this because we're going to do some highlighting. So this is a little liner brush. Dip it in water, pick up some white. Then we're just going to highlight her shoulder. Oop, this is a little too much, too wet. Then come down on her arm, and her arm. So this is all going to be white in here. White in here. Then wash off your brush. I'm going to grab a little black on my brush. Draw down her arms. Go to the other side. Do the same thing. Okay, and then this is black hair. Okay. And her dress, let's see, it's getting a little bit gray here. And her dress is going to come out a little bit more. Grab some water if your paint's not sliding onto your canvas. Okay, and then grab your flat brush, grab some more black. Really gonna curve, shimmy that around. Shimmy that around. Shimmy that. Then we get some gray. Draw down her dress right here. This way, a little bit darker.
Do this tight little scumble side to side, wiggling.
Just scubbling. Some white, some gray, some black. With it all mixing, it turns into a gray shade. So her hand, I'm going to do that gray, but it looks like it's dipping into the water. Oop, can't can't really draw that one yet.
the dress
This one looks like it's
and add on
trying to touch
then what I'm going to do
the water.
is come right down here and then go really close and wiggle and take, what I want to do is move the shadow over
And then highlight her hand too.
so that it matches up with her a little bit more. Because I came over here a little bit too far with the shadow.
Oh no, oh no, stop. You got a drip on the loose. A rogue drip. Okay.
Different effects you can get for making shadows using different brushes. So never think that you have to have just one brush or one type of technique.
Not the way to do that one. This one looks like it's dipped into the water. Ugh, I can't draw this. It won't let me. Okay, and then
And I've got a lot of white
Mom and Dad don't want to give me a poo.
here.
so
So that's helping to make some gray.
she's connecting those two lines now. So scribble that on down.
Start to bring her dress down a little bit lower now.
Oh, and then her dress, so get that gray color again. It's going to come out of the water just a little bit.
Black.
So it's going to come straight and curve up. Then we're going to take a little, I'm going to draw a little black in there, a little bit of black. Draw some lines in here.
When the paint's wet like that, really smooth it around.
Okay, and then
Push that paint around.
wash that out. And I really want her hair to be darker, so I'm going to add some more black to my canvas. I might go with jet black, so I have jet black here. You'll be able to tell the difference between black and jet black in a second. Okay, so take the same brush, grab some jet black. Just add it to her head.
A little bit more gray around here.
Until immediately the pigment's much darker.
Really wishes to start adding the green. So I'm trying to finish this up soon.
Okay, and add some gray, more gray onto her arms. So her arms are right here. Then her dress. I draw her arm a little bit thicker. Right here.
Straight white now.
And over here.
You could use any brush for this. I'm just using kind of the tip and the side, and you can see quite a bit of paint that I'm working with.
Okay, and then you're going to take some white. We're just causing little ripples from her hand. Then from this hand, little ripples. Then more ripples. We're going down. Getting smaller. Smaller. Okay, and then just grab more white and outline this little ripple here, this little ripple over here, another ripple. And then making it down to over here. Circle will continue down. Another ripple there. This one will kind of stop here. Okay, so we're going to grab some more hair. Lay down her shoulder. There we go. Rinse out your brush. I'm going to try to make these zigzag, ziggles, these zigzags more white. Okay, so we're just going to make these a little more white before moving forward. So let's go ahead. Once you try this, there's no going back. Well, there is going back, but you can't fix it once you've gone the green over it. So we just want to make sure we have those zigzags right. I'm just going to add a little bit more black to this outer layer. Just want a little wiggle out here. Continues over with black. Then above that, we do need some white here. So grab some white. Do a zigzag this way, zigzag here. Then we can do a little zigzag between those two. Then see how these zigzags actually come up. And then one more layer of white zigzags above this. Okay, and then I just want to make sure that the black on the dress or the gray and the black meet, so very carefully